And we are live here at Rocco B. Camiso Soccer Stadium in New York as we get set for Ivy League Women's Lacrosse, a matchup between Brown and Columbia. The Lions 6-4 overall, 0-3 though in conference play. Brown at 5-5 and 1-2 in Ivy League play as Ruby Slakowski is going to get a free position shot here. As she was hit within the 8-meter arc, and that is going to fall through the back of the net to tie this game at 1. Of all the players for Brown, this is the young lady you want in this position. Her team-leading 25th goal of the season, her 42nd point. And Brown strikes back off of the foul. Yet another free position shot. This is going to be Caroline Nazalillo, and she fires towards the net and strokes it through to give Brown a 2-1 lead. Nazalillo's 15th goal of the season. As we take another look, she took a step forward for leverage, had a clear path, and took full advantage. So we have now seen two of Brown's top goal scorers on the season cash in. Farley getting involved in the action after she has controlled the draw. 37 on the shot clock, and that is going to be a padding of a goal. 3-1 Brown, and you're going to see Farley giving it up, and then off the dodge, Kiki Tormey, the Bronxville, New York native who hosted dinner last night, feasting in the first quarter for her 8th goal of the season, and Brown now goes up by 2, 3-1, with just over 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. As this Bears team has looked different since they had the setback at Harvard. On the shot clock, contact was made, and that is going to lead to a free position shot here for Tormey. As she goes low and right past Kimchi. So Brown gets a gift with 5 seconds on the shot clock, a foul called, and it is Tormey that slices through the Columbia defense for her 2nd goal and her 9th of the season, and Brown moves back in front, 4-3. Slakowski has already scored on a free position. Can she do it again? Slakowski winds up and pushes it through. Her 2nd goal of the game, both on free position shots, number 26 on the season, and Brown pulls within 1. Tormey and Slakowski, each with a pair of goals, and Brown, right out of the gates, makes this a 1-goal game. Quick, spontaneous passes is the key. Slakowski setting up Batchelder. And Brown makes it a 7-6 contest. That is exactly what they needed to start the third quarter. Katrina Dowd, the head coach of the Bears, talked about fast starts. Well, that applies to also the second half as much as it does the first half. It will still be Brown possession here with 30 on the shot clock. Off the cut. That will score a goal and tie this game at 7. The Bears with 2 goals in the blink of an eye to begin the third quarter. And that 2-goal deficit has completely dissipated. The first-year Farley with a chance to put Brown back in front. She chooses to pass it and leads to an assist for a go-ahead goal. Batchelder with her 2nd to the third quarter, and it's all because everybody was thinking that Farley was going to shoot it. She had other plans, and Batchelder gets her 2nd goal and her 20th of the season. Off the cut behind the back. How about that nifty maneuver? Ruby Slakowski with a hat trick. She's now had one of those in each of the last 3 games and fooled Kimchi, who is going the opposite direction. So it was Slakowski who dug deep into her bag of tricks and Brown is outscoring the Lions 4-0 here in the third. And out. That is the second penalty in this quarter for Columbia. And Brown now looking to capitalize as the pass from point-blank range falls through past Kimchi. Tormey gets her own hat trick, and it's Farley that set her up beautifully to make it a 3-goal lead for the Bears. Farley has been omnipresent in this game. Batchelder in the crease, and that shot drops through for Dignazio, her first of the afternoon. And Brown, with those passes, with barely any extra time, pays dividends as Batchelder spotted up Dignazio. 2 first years connecting for a padding goal, and it is 11-9 Bears with under a minute to go in the third. Is going to be Slakowski. She has capitalized multiple times in this position. She fakes the shot and instead is going to draw out the Columbia D. Here's Wright, and Wright fires and connects. Marley Wright, off the feed from Slakowski, gets on the board for the first time today as she went right to left and got it beyond the reach of Kimchi. And Brown is back to a 2-goal lead. 11 on the clock for Rowe. Moving left to right, gives it up, and that shot is denied by Conway. It's a loose ball, and Columbia with a fresh 60. As Fleming picked it up off the deflection. But how about Conway, who somehow got her stick in the shot lane? Around the arc it goes. Messner off the shovel pass. The wrist shot right into the stick of Conway. Mackenzie Conway is not looking like a freshman this afternoon. She is an upperclassman with her skill set with that stick. Jai, she's facilitated all afternoon. To Becker with 10. Becker's going to have to make her move. Off the dodge, fires. And again, Conway says, not on my watch. Mackenzie Conway, with an emotional response, gives it back to her mates. And the Bears have 80 seconds on the shot clock. It's scooped up by Wright. She's got a goal in this game. Here's Murphy, 10 seconds and counting. To Slakowski, the dump shot, right with 6 seconds remaining in the game, gets past Kimchi. Heroics in New York City. The junior from Maine with her 4th goal, walking the tightrope at the buzzer. And Brown moves in front with under 10 seconds left. They got it to their top scorer, and she knew exactly what to do. Farley's going to toss it up. It's going to bounce a few times. The final seconds ticks away, and Brown is back to 500 in Ivy League play with a remarkable win with 6 seconds left in regulation on the road, 13-12. They watched a 3-goal lead disappear in the second half, but they fought back, and they are going to get home to Providence with a 2-2 mark in conference play and 6-5 overall.